Alrighty, Morek. How are you, good sir?
I'm doing great.
Good to connect.
Yeah.
Just let me get a quick intro, sir. Where do you come from? Where are you currently at? What part of the
Uh,
world?
yeah. So I'm Morek. I come from Poland, currently studying abroad, Netherlands. I'm 21. I forget sometimes, but 21. Uh, third year study, second of doing music.
All right. And how long have we sort of virtually known each other?
Uh, from last year,
Probably
like
a year
a
now, huh?
year and a year and a bit.
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What a crazy ride, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
A
talk
lot
about more of
happened.
Morek. Tell me how you got into music.
I've I've been really into music like long time, like since I was very young. My dad's really into music, so he put me on to a lot. I remember uh like primary school time, he had a CD, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy,
Oh,
Kanye.
wow.
We bumped the hell out of it
Shout
on
out to
my way to
Pops.
primary school. Yeah. So like since then, very into it.
Wait, was
So
Pops
then,
only into hip hop or was it other genres as well?
no, definitely other genres too. Yeah, he plays guitar, so a lot of like rock influence there, some Radiohead, just like some great classics. The Beatles, a lot of that. So then, as I got a little older, I played some piano, uh, and then, got into making beats pretty late, so about 2 years ago. But
Oh, I didn't even know that. So you're
yeah,
relatively newer to beat making music production?
yeah, definitely. I've like
But you've been
fucked around
studying
on
since through
on
your listenings, I'd imagine,
GarageBand, but yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I like to think that one of my best assets as a music maker is my knowledge. Like I heard a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Very cool. You said you started producing 2 years ago. Was FL your first DAW? I know you're an FL
Uh,
user, right?
yeah, I am. I had like GarageBand on my iPhone, but I wouldn't count that.
By the way, GarageBand on iPad is pretty OP. Not sure if you've
Well,
dabbled.
yeah, I've heard some great shit made on GarageBand, but
Dude, you could make
yeah,
that thing a guitar and like strum it and everything, dude.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like it's a great toy, but like I couldn't ever
No,
move
well
it
said, I
to
think.
the next level.
For sure. Yeah, it's a good toy.
Yeah.
Okay. You
So like,
started producing two
yeah.
years ago. Who were some of your production hip hop influences from a
Uh,
production standpoint?
like my favorite production is always more experimental stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So the number one right now, JPEG Mafia, is like crazy influence.
Hell yeah.
I have big respect for Kanye.
Can I ask
Like a
what
lot of
about,
people,
like specifically, what about JPEG? I want to pick the brain of
uh,
Morek. I want to hear it.
yeah,
And I want
it's
to, I
like,
really want to understand what developed your sound, so.
yeah, for sure. So for me, the uniqueness of it is great. Like it's so cool to like leave a mark, to like make something that no one else thought about and inspire other people in that way. To like so like someone can recreate it and like get inspired by it, and you hear it and you're like, oh, this guy listened to that and that's what inspired him. It like being a pioneer in music is like something like crazy, like arguably some of the most impressive work you can do. Like
Yeah.
you can make something that excels in a genre or in a sound, or you can make something that creates an entirely new lane.
Yeah.
And it's like it requires such creativity to do that.
No, for sure. And then
Like
touch on
you
Kanye a
you
little bit.
hear it, you hear it, and you're like, no one thought about this, and it sounds so good.
Or
No one did this before.
my thinking is always like, how the hell did this guy think of that? You know, like
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Right. Yeah, and just like going into places that people wouldn't go with like some more abrasive stuff, and it's like sometimes it takes a listen or two to get it, but
to
it's like
appreciate it.
so cool.
A good segue into
Kanye,
Kanye, I think, and
yeah,
then yeah, lots of
Kanye
segues.
also
Yeah,
JPEG's biggest inspiration from what he said, so it like all connects.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Like a lot of people praise the like early Kanye, but to me the peak is like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which I mentioned earlier. Jesus is great.
Love that you say that.
Uh, yeah, so that
I
that
hold
era
that
of
high
Kanye
myself as well, and I
is
think it's very niche
is
still amongst like
among the fans. I
yeah,
feel like yeah, the early stuff is great. To me, that is just amazing, and it it just has that spice to it. You know, you just hear it and like go so hard every time. And like stuff like the switch on site when it goes into those gorgeous strings. It's like enlightening. It's like you can do this shit. Like
can I just
damn.
say too that specific switch? It goes from such a metallic, abrasive, beat or instrumental
Yeah,
to
like industrial.
yeah, industrial to something so melodic and soulful. But and it works though too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I love that. I could hear the Kanye in your music or in your music. And I also too just want to say in working with you, you're definitely damn. And you've only been making beats for 2 years. I would say you're not a beat maker. You're a music maker. I say that
yeah.
meaning like song structure is really important. And
Yeah, I'd like to think that. Yeah, I don't rap personally because I can't for shit. Like I
wait a
I'd
second, hold
love
on. Does
to.
that mean you've tried?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Whoa.
Like multiple times, but it's just not. I don't have any of the skills necessary. Like I don't got the flow. I don't have the
A
bars. I
lot of
don't
them
have
is
anything.
creativity with bars and like I think a lot of it too is like rhythm almost, like for
Yeah,
rappers.
yeah, yeah. So like my solo output leans more electronic. I like to sample vocals a lot. I've been working on a little something, but I'm gonna keep it under the wraps for
Ooh.
now, because you know. But yeah, like a lot of electronic ambient sounding stuff that I can do, because
Hell yeah.
uh, I can't do vocals, so I'm not gonna.
Fair?
I can improve at it, but I like to make stuff that sounds good, however funny doesn't that sound? But
Yeah.
you know,
No, that's fair. I
gotta
was
know your
gonna
strengths.
say, just as a observer or a listener of your stuff, you really this is going back to my comment earlier of saying you're more than just a beat producer, dude. You really take the listener on a journey through your sound.
Yeah, I like a nice progression. I like
Yeah, it's an emotional journey, and from I'm a producer listener. You know what I mean?
yeah. So because like some of my favorite production ever is like I love a great beat switch. Like the one that comes to mind first is like Family Ties.
Family
Uh,
ties.
and
Remind
like
me.
Kendrick and Baby
Oh
Keem,
yeah,
and
gotcha.
it has just like
Got it.
this heart slapping switch in the middle of it. Element by Kendrick also, that beat evolves so much over that song.
Mm.
You like listen to it and you're like, this new thing happens and this new things happen. It's like so much,
Oh, I agree.
so much in there, and like a lot of my favorite music just has that progressiveness to it. It's like changes so much. I love when you listen to a song and like by the end of it, if you think about it, it's like still crazy that you're listening to the same thing that you started with.
Yeah. For me, for songs like that take you through like an emotional ride, I just feel like I just ran through a tunnel or something, you know, after I finished listening, you know, like, whew, that was fun, kind of.
It's like the song we made for the new album with
Perfect
Hamza
segue,
Birthday.
my good friend.
It has.
Tell me about it.
It has such a cool dynamic to it. And like it midway through, you get this increase in tempo, and the drums come in, and it like starts a little like almost murky and like slow and mysterious.
Beautiful. I'm gonna go off camera.
Yo, keep talking about this, keep talking about that, cause y'all in the studio. First get Camzy on rap, we way too legit, we walking right through the door.
Like put the money right in the bag, now's not the time to act stupid, ho. I'll pistol whip a pussy bitch, how else can I get it through to you? That these twisted thoughts got me murdering every time I drop. Got the game on lock and I'm aiming for the top. Out here killing all these flows, you know I'm never gonna stop. When you get me on your track, I make it super duper hot. Never catch us at the Vibe with some lame ass motherfuckers. When y'all catch us out in public, see y'all running trying to duck us. Cause like in the booth, we both know that we'd cause a fucking ruckus. We slaughter all that we touch, is why we put no one above us.
Madness on 3, bitch, we got a lot to unpack. But when I say I don't get too fucked about them other bitches that rap, don't get too salty when we the ones. That's the energy that y'all lack. Our chemistry is going too lit, that this being holding us back. We got this damn process, get warmer. We gotta go check the mileage. What's poppin'? You ain't us, just feeling too braggadocious. Go peep it, my socials. I'm building my crowd with artists. This business for family, ain't trading this shit for nothing.
You should already know that we all about it. You should already know that we all about it. We should already know that we all about it. You should already know that we all about it.
Ain't gotta hit them with that flow, they already know when I got that rhythm. Untouchable when I'm lost and find my skill will always be the center. Shit got me feeling like cannibal. Shit, got me dripping right through the door. My clip for the cadets and kill 'em all. My clip for the haters available.
These twisted thoughts got me murdering every time I drop. Got the game on lock and I'm aiming for the top. Out here killing all these flows, you know I'm never gonna stop. When you get me on your track, I make it super duper high. I see why you stop and freeze. Whole crew pop off, we MCs. We make you bitches say please before you drop to your knees.
Now look at them try and be we. They ain't killing no shit, they morphine. They ain't trying to be us, we too clean. We breaking right out this machine. March Madness on 3, bitch, we got a lot to unpack. So when I say I don't get too fucked about them other bitches that rap, don't get too salty when we the ones. That's the energy that y'all lack. Our chemistry is going too lit, that this beat ain't holding us back. We got this.
We the crew that you never wanna get into a problem with. We the crew that you never wanna get into a problem with. Don't come round here, you don't believe us, but we told you what we all about. We got the vision, let it guide us down the perfect route. You try to follow, but you lose us cause you fill with doubt. You chasing money, die for fame, and maybe kill for clout. I'm at my limit with you pussies, try to bite my style. You got no rhythm, got no ball, so that you spit is bile. You lack direction, looking lost just like a juvenile. I load the clip, block out my eyes, and then I crack a smile. All of you are doomed, I knew this from the start. I take your verses, all your hooks, and pick them all apart. You say it's music, say you're working on a piece of art. You need to go back to the lab and do it from the heart.
Tell me what's the money.
Oh no.
For your coping mechanism as the person as we all relate. Just trust me, I am pressing. You can imitate the product, but don't be a victim. If you wanna be the best, you gotta be the picture. You know,
imitate the sound of forgery. Imitate the sound of forgery. My haters in the chords, but accordingly. My haters in the chords, but accordingly.
Walk, that's my city in this rendezvous. Show them with some blood, show the pain that they wanna lose. Tell them where you from, don't be ashamed, you can change the view. If I've been a family sound of rappers, you can speak the truth. Talk about records, hit my workflow, I'll do the best, yeah, cause I got no fear, got no limitation. No man, I'm just a bootleg haven. I did a lot of time in the great, so I can say with patience. Y'all can make it too, just turn your voice into an engine.
Imitate the sound of forgery. Imitate the sound of forgery. My haters
everything that you do,
my haters
everything that you do, Everything you do, we call it forgery. If you think you poppin', then it's time to go to war with me. I grab a hold of curtains and I pull it for the world to see. You're choking on the smoke, caught in flames, let your soul be free. Soul be free. Soul be free.
Fuck the gold chain, my money for the whole thing. We rich with creativity, y'all playing it don't mean shit to me. We too jam-packed, bitch, full up talent. Wish we never go back to the minimum. Fuck, we'll be killing them, we good, can't see.
This is what we do when we come on through. Me and the crew dismantle you. This is what we do when we come on through. Me and the crew dismantle you.
Sheesh. Alright, let me see if I could go back on camera. I'll just leave it on camera for the next one. I did forward you another song, totally up to you if you want to preview it, buddy. But, whew, like I was saying, taking you through a musical, emotional journey, that was all Morek right there. The second half of that song took that way over the top, in a good way. Smashed it.
You laid such nice groundwork with like the first half. I just wanted to took the like main idea of the beat and just gave that my spin on it.
Yeah.
With some distortion, with some fun drums. There's this like bongo sample in there. It just sounds a little quirky, but it works. It's like
the rapper spazzed on it. I loved your productions and your drums, like the rides that you're using, the hi-hats in there too.
Yeah, the rides also big inspiration for me is a band called Death Grips. They do a lot of like mixing of industrial noises with some like sometimes acoustic drums, sometimes sample, and they often use those like heavy rides on their songs.
Okay.
Especially on The Money Store, which is my favorite album by them by far. So like
I need to do my
much of
research.
that. Yeah.
For sure.
There's like some like metal inspiration almost at times, and the rides just you have to have that.
Yeah.
And it just drives it.
Yep.
Like because of that, I like to include that a lot. Just gives that. It gives that ride. That's
it adds rhythm.
Can't describe it better.
It could add a lot to it. It's filling without being. It's a good fill without being like too much in the mix, like a hi hat. Like all like right. So I listen to a lot of jazz, and obviously rides are incorporated a lot in jazz. So
So this is I misspoke earlier when I was talking about the transition. I was talking about the song we're gonna play now.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I think I did much more on the beat on this one.
Perfect.
Not only the second half. So this is like a good example of like what I like to do with my beats.
I seen a good morning. I seen a lot of pain to measure. I'm taking a toll and stepping out to beat the pressure. Familiar zoning, taking down another pillar. You cannot control us. Fucking meanness for the top of the morning to all of my haters. You wanted the bread, but you lacking the eggs. How could I fuck with you when your little gossip is going around and right over your head? How could you fuck with this? Still in love with this. This is for hip hop, controlling my sins. You cannot pretend when you're rapping in front of us. Take your little bitch ass to schooling instead.
Come to my city, I give you a tour. Come to my city, I fill you with dread. Come to my city, I fuck on your whore. Come to my city, I fill you with lead. I don't wanna get caught up in problems with you bitches, but all you do is talk your shit. shit until the trigger itches. So pop, pop, boom, go around the room. I take my shot, aim it right at you. Now who wants to come on through? Talk that shit and your life is doomed. You made a mistake and I lie in your grave. I gave it my all and I follow my fate. You nothing but dirt, shovel shit in your face. While I handle this, hand it back to Burkay.
Yeah, sacrifice for this, trading life for this. In another life, I got a wife and shit. Now I got the time to be a tribalist. Get the rap in the headlock, care not what expectations are. Now my empire, fuck what they say, don't follow no empire. So why should I care? So they relate to me when I bob their head, but don't check on me when I clap a hand, but extend no reach. Got a close off fan with a place in three. Got a girl I love that hates on me. That's real trauma, no pills numbing. This hit prepared to manifested lessons. Pack my mind with intervention, tension, see it through my own reflections. Hectic.
You gotta tear me apart, Lisa!
I'm not Millhouse, so Ralph even. I'm human too, I'm uneven. I'm impulsive with good reasons. I'm warm-hearted with cold seasons. I'm too gifted, I'm for Edens. I'm hurt coping, I'm up winnings.
I'm an untouchable soul, and I slaughter all of my foes. Like there's powder up in my nose, the way I'm handing out these blows. Grab the keys, hit the ignition, me and Birdcage on a mission. So step back, you don't see the vision, or little pussy boy, you go missing. Yeah. We so untouchable, got the essence in our souls. Yeah. We so untouchable, flowing like liquid gold. Yeah. We so untouchable, got the essence in our souls. Yeah. We so untouchable, flowing like liquid gold. Yeah.
Yeah,
What was the
crazy
inspiration
shit.
for that beat?
That's a good question. I feel like I just started with the first half of it when I was making it.
Like, was it
And
the
I-
sound
and I-
that kind of drove you? Like, what drove the direction of the beat? Like the sound, was it the sound you found?
Yeah, definitely. I just like those heavy 808s, like very distorted ones, like some nice dynamic
Yeah.
and a good ambient noise on top. And then I came up with this idea to like transition it by increasing the tempo, and then just needed hard drums after.
I
And
love
then-
the drum pattern, like the rhythm of it, like boom, 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 tsh, doom, 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 tsh, like
Yeah,
and
it
then
has
the
that
bass.
almost, you have that classic, like arena song
Mhm.
rhythm of like you can stomp, you can clap to it. It's like fast enough. It's like slow enough to do that and like really get into it, but it's fast enough to like get the bars just flowing.
We
When
must credit
when
the rappers too,
hi-hats-
more.
Yeah, when the hi-hats come in the second half, Birdcage just goes insane. Like I remember hearing that for the first part, my jaw dropped.
Yeah.
Man. It's like crazy.
Credit to the rappers Birdcage and Kamzy.
Yeah,
Phenomenal
Kamzy
beat.
also.
That's actually going to be the intro track for the upcoming project on 429, just FYI. So
Yeah, and then there's another track I produced on there. So go check that out.
yes, sir. Do you have another track to preview, or
No
pressure.
Yeah, I could. Yes, I'll pull up something from my solo
Sweet.
project.
yeah, perfect.
It came out like a while ago, but just to give the full scope.
Yeah, the full scope of the Morek sound. Wow. Well done, sir. Very well done. I like that. I like that little kind of piano trinket that you added in the middle of the track.
Yeah, switch it up a little.
Mm-hmm.
So
And the drum switch up too was dope.
yeah, so that's more of my solo work.
Nice.
Definitely wanna release something on my own also this year. We'll see how soon that happens. As I said, I'm working on 2 albums right now. We'll see which one happens first.
Yeah. Awesome. So just remind the people, where can we find you at, social media wise?
Yeah, so Instagram, Morek Official, Morek Official, and then probably best to do SoundCloud, just Morek, also linked on Instagram. Yeah.
And Assembly Sound releases, Mr. Morek.
And Assembly Sound, yeah. Shout out to Assembly Sound.